Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Javeria, taking physical science for class 10th. We are into the first session of Unit 11, Principles of Metallurgy. The occurrence of metals in nature. In our previous chapters, we have learned about metals and non-metals. In this particular chapter, we'll be seeing where do these metals occur and what are the various processes involved in the extraction of these metals. So the Earth's crust is the major source of metals. Seawater also contains some soluble salts such as sodium chloride and magnesium chloride. I hope you all remember the formula of sodium chloride NaCl and magnesium chloride MgCl2. Some metals like gold, silver and copper are available in nature in free state as they are least reactive. You all very well know about the usage of gold and silver, children. These are generally used in jewelry. Okay, so since they are least reactive, we are able to use them. Other metals mostly are found in nature in the combined form due to their more reactivity. The elements or compounds of the metals which occur in the nature in the Earth's crust are called as minerals, and the minerals from which the metals are extracted without economical loss are called as ores. I hope you all got the difference, children. The elements or compounds of the metals which occur in nature in the Earth's crust are called minerals, whereas the minerals from which the metals are extracted without economical loss, this is very much important, children, without economical loss are called as ores. All ores are minerals, but all minerals need not be ores. Okay, children, how we say that all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not squares. Similarly, all ores are minerals, but all minerals need not be ores. Aluminium, what is the symbol of aluminium, children? It is Al, the first two letters. Okay, aluminium, Al is the symbol of aluminium. Aluminium is the most common metal in the Earth's crust, occurring in most of the minerals. However, it is economically feasible to extract it from most of these minerals. The usual ore from which it is profitable to extract aluminium is bauxite, which contains 50 to 70% of aluminium oxide. The ores of many metals are oxides and sulfides. That is, when substances combine with oxygen, we get what are known as oxides, and when metals combine with sulfur, we get what are known as sulfides. And we know that oxygen and sulfur belong to the 16th group. So, 16th group elements are called chalcogen family. The main reason behind these to be called as chalcogens is chalco means ore and genus means to produce. Since these are ore producing, these are referred to as chalcogens. And the metals like potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium and aluminium are so reactive that they are never found in nature in free state. Metals like zinc, iron, lead are moderately reactive. The thing is, they are in between the highly reactive metals and least reactive metals. When the reactivity is moderate, that is in between those of your highly reactive metals and low reactive metals, these are found as oxides and carbonates. What is metallurgy? The process of extraction of metals from their ores is known as metallurgy. Based on reactivity, we can arrange metals in descending order of the reactivity as shown below. Highly reactive metals, that is potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium and aluminium, These 5 metals are highly reactive, whereas the metals which are moderately reactive are zinc, iron, lead, and copper. And the least reactive metals are mercury, silver, platinum, and gold. The extraction of a metal from its ore involves mainly 3 stages: concentration of ore, or dressing of the ore. And the second stage is extraction of crude metal. And the third stage is refining or purification of the metal. Now just look at the flow chart over here, children. Whenever we take ore from the earth's crust, then we follow the concentration of ore. The concentration of ore is also known as ore dressing, and this concentration of ore is done by either hand picking, washing, froth flotation, or magnetic separation. And the extraction, once the ore is dressed, that is by either one of these methods, then that ore is extracted, right? So extraction of crude metal from the ore. Now here we have got, depending on the reactivity of the metals, they are subjected to various methods. That is, if the metals are of high reactivity. So which ores come under these are halides and oxides. Halides means those compounds which contain halogen as their anion, and oxides are compounds of oxygen. These are compounds of halogens, and these are compounds of oxygen. So halides and oxides on electrolysis of molten ore. I hope you all remember what is electrolysis. Lysis means breaking, and electro means in the presence of electricity. So electrolysis of the molten ore gives you the metals, that is the highly reactive metals, which are sodium, magnesium, aluminium, etc. And if we consider metals of medium reactivity, that is the carbonate ores and sulfide ores belong to this category. Okay, children. These are carbonate compounds and these are sulfide compounds. So these carbonate ores are subjected to calcination. Okay, heating of a metal in the absence of oxygen is known as calcination, and the sulfide ores are subjected to roasting. Roasting is heating an ore in the presence of oxygen. Okay, so when these carbonate ores subjected to calcination and sulfide ores are subjected to roasting, then we get the oxide of metal, which is further reduced. Okay, that is the reduction of metal takes place. Once the metal is reduced, these can be done either by chemical reduction, auto reduction, or displacement, or electrolytic reduction. And then they are subjected to refining of the metal. Thereby we get copper, zinc, iron, and lead, which are the metals of moderate reactivity or medium reactivity. Now when we come to metals of low reactivity, that is sulfide ores, these are subjected to roasting. Once they are roasted, we get oxides. Then after the oxides, these are reduced to get the metals. Okay, once you get the metals, these are subjected to refining. For example, silver or even gold, platinum can be obtained by this process. Once these are refined, we follow the methods known as distillation, poling, liquation, and electrolytic refining. I hope you got the point how these are refined by the process of distillation, poling, liquation, and electrolytic refining. What is concentration or dressing of the ore? Concentration or dressing means simply getting rid of as much of the unwanted rocky material as possible from the ore. The impurities like sand and clay are called gangue. Various physical methods are used to enrich the ore. The various physical methods adopted in dressing of the ore, or also known as concentration of the ore, are hand picking, washing, froth flotation, and magnetic separation. Coming to the assignment, first question, what are chalcogens? Second question, what are the three main stages in the extraction of a metal from its ore? And the third question is, define metallurgy. Thank you.